Okay, folks, let's start with this. Our show is called The Week That Wasn't, and the famous detective KP Gosavi is called The Detective That Isn't. Cousins, it's called The Week That Wasn't. Come on, guys, big deal, we lost. Come on, stop going on about it. A loss is a loss, nothing more, just a bloody loss. Oh, and by the way, we only lost 3 pounds. Oh, you thought about the India and Pac match ka loss? No, I was talking about the weight. Different thinking. Sorry about that. Anyway, speaking of the match, because you brought it up, there are worse things than losing to Pakistan. Like Man U losing to Liverpool 5-0. Yeah, go Liverpool. That's right. When cricket fails, you turn to football. Yeah, it's simple. In fact, let's not talk about cricket at all. To lose by 10 wickets in a 2020 game, it's like losing by an innings and 300 runs in a test match. Or like Congress in 2014. What? They didn't participate? Oh, okay. So now there's 2 things India doesn't want to have a dialogue on. Kashmir and cricket. So forget cricket in Kashmir. That's a long way off. The only time it looked like a contest was when India took a knee right at the beginning and the Pakistanis touched their hearts. Sadly, we didn't get off the knee. On the day we lost to Pakistan, folks, fuel prices went up by 35 paisa once again. And for once, we didn't feel so bad. Always have a greater tragedy for a smaller tragedy to pass. I always say that. Now, some smart Alecs are saying last time we lost to Babar was 1526. But Paniput wicket was flat. There was absolutely nothing in it for the bowler. The vanguard really failed on that one. Apparently, Imran Khan is calling and calling and calling. And he doesn't want to talk politics at all. He's just calling, but no one's picking up. Now that India-Pakistan hype is cooling off, let's look at the other live contests, folks. Let's move on. Stop this cricket all the time. There's so much more to look at, like BJP versus Subramaniam Swamy. What's going on there? Rahul Gandhi versus Congress Old Guard. What's going on there? Aryan Khan versus... Exactly who... What is he accused of? Who are the people against him? Is it because he's famous? Is that the crime? I mean, no, it's not very clear. Lots more coming up, but first the headlines. KP Gosavi arrested. We find out more about the man himself. Will Karnataka go into lockdown? And the latest from a freaky accident in Hollywood. Before we go into our top story, people are asking the question, why is his hair white? And by his hair, we don't mean KP Gosavi. If you look closely, he has no hair. So that's stupid. That would make no sense. We mean my hair. Why is my hair white? And I'll explain. I blame the government for this. It's because the swimming pools are still not properly open. I need to go swimming because the chlorine colors my hair brown immediately. That's how I save money across the years. So I want to do that. So when the swimming starts, the hair will be back to normal color. Till then, yes, it's going to be black and white, in the words of Michael Jackson. Now let's move to our top story. It's a mudslinging match over the Aryan Khan Mumbai cruise drug case. Yes, that's the title. Between the Maharashtra government and the Centre-Controlled Narcotics Control Bureau, NCB or NASAB. And in the center of the storm are NASAB's Sameer Wankhede and his own witness, a guy called KP Gosavi. To find out more, joining us from an undisclosed location is someone allegedly very close to Kiran P. Gosavi. This independent witness and punch is, well, Mr. Kishore P. Gosavi. Similar, as usual. We're fantastic. We always find similar, but not the guy. And it's not for legal reasons. We're just that good. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, KP Gosavi here, but Kishore P. Gosavi, yeah? Kishore. Huh?
Yes, I said that, Kishore P. And you are at an undisclosed location.
I was, but then I gave interviews to so many TV channels that now everybody knows my undisclosed location, you know.
And that's why you get caught. Keep your mouth shut, ladies and gentlemen, and stay in your undisclosed location and talk to radio, not visual. Visual is the problem. By the way, I have a podcast. Check it out. Okay, so about KP Gosavi.
By the way, just 1 minute. Let's take a selfie. One selfie. Yeah. One more. Huh?
How can you take a selfie from there?
Okay, then why don't you speak to your mother or my mother or manager or something? I will tell them I'm with the famous Cyrus Broacha. Here. Talk. You can talk here. Here.
Not Shah Rukh Broacha, Cyrus Broacha. I know it's very, people make that mistake all the time. The likeness is very similar. I understand that. Go on.
Tell them.
No, what are you doing?
Tell them to send some little chai pani, huh? 10, 15, 20 crores or something, huh? Yeah?
Chai pani, 10, 20 crores. You've seen the show. What are you talking about?
So, are you famous or are you not famous?
Well, I can't answer that question, sir. But if you look into the Google account of the person, you'll find that. Anyway, let's get back to the Kiran Gosavi story.
Oh, so you're not so famous then. Sorry. By the way, You want a job? Say in Malaysia, in Dubai, Singapore, huh?
What?
Maybe Vashi?
Well, after metro starts, 2030 is now the date for Mumbai. I've been told they've upraised it a bit. Okay, go on, please, sir.
Okay, then let's take one more selfie. Come. Selfie, one more. Huh? You and me, huh? Come.
Later, can we talk about the Aryan Khan case? Please.
Okay, fine. What do you want to know?
I want to start with the allegations made by Kiran Gosavi's bodyguard, Prabhakar Sale, about Gosavi and Samir Wankhede in the Aryan Khan case, the connection.
See, that is all nonsense. That bodyguard, Prabhakar, is like cruise ship.
Prabhakar is like the cruise ship?
Arey Baba, that drug cruise ship and that Prabhakar who gave affidavit are same to same.
What do you mean by same to same? You're making no sense, sir.
Prabhakar is sail. Prabhakar sail. The ship also is sail. Sail to Goa. Sail. See? Same.
Should have been arrested for this. This very line is enough for me to give him 10 years RI. Between you and me. Go on.
Come, let's take another selfie. One more selfie. Here.
Arey Baba, please. Was there a plot to extort money out of SRK by Kiran Gosavi and Samir Wankhede? Is it true?
How can I say? I have no idea. But it seems like Samir Wankhede is not very strong person.
He's not a very strong person? What the hell do you mean by that?
One punch and he ran away to Delhi to complain. Or maybe to take instructions, baby.
One punch.
Prabhakar Sale, he's one of the punches, na?
20 years? Rigorous imprisonment? No parole. This is my call. Come on, let's not joke about all this. Is there any history between SRK and Samir Wankhede? Or is it a personal thing? Or does Samir Wankhede just not like film stars?
See, it is a well-known fact that Wankhede has a personal problem with film stars, especially SRK.
This is breaking news that we are getting right now from Kishore Gosavi's alleged spokesperson, Kiran Gosavi, who is a key witness in the Aryan Khan drug case. The aforementioned, not the latter mentioned. Let's be clear.
Aryan Khan is here? Shall we take a selfie with Aryan Khan? Come. Let's take a...
Mr. Gosavi, will you stop that? You have just alleged that Wankhede has always had a personal problem with SRK.
Of course. You don't remember 2017?
What happened in 2017?
Wankhede had banned SRK from entering the stadium.
That's the stadium Wankhede, not Samir Wankhede.
So what?
So what? You're twisting the news.
I am not twisting the news. Who do you think I am? After all, my name is K. Gosavi, not A. Goswami. Huh?
Okay, thank you for that, K. Gosavi. Just one last question. You were at an undisclosed location?
Yes, I was.
But why did you leave Mumbai? You normally hang out at the NCB office, don't you?
Yes, I do, but I had to leave the Mumbai headquarters of Narcotics Control Bureau, NCB, and run away. I could not stay there any longer.
Why?
Because in the last few days, whatever you may say, there is a very bad stink coming from the NCP.
I see what you're saying. I see.
Arey, bail mil gayi kya? Chalo. Listen, I'm going for selfie with Aryan. Bye. See you.
You take a selfie with Aryan. I have to tell you one thing. In post-production, Shah Rukh Khan's banner will take it out. Your picture. It will never be seen again. So be very careful. He's a powerful man. He's a very powerful man. Let's meet KP Gosavi's alleged class teacher, Mr. Chandrakanth Desai. Again, I want to just point out, we are not sure who these guys are. They tell us that this is who they are. So don't write to us or to this channel. I cannot control the truth. In fact, truth has got nothing to do with the show. Namaste, Mr. Desai.
Please call me CID, short for Chandrakanth Desai.
I see, CID. Okay, CID it is. Sir, everybody wants to know about this mystery man, KP Gosavi.
There is no mystery there. He was a hard-working student who excelled in games.
Sporting guy, is it? He was good in games.
Yes, he was captain of the Chor police team, a prefect of the lock and key team, and he represented the Maharashtra state in
Yes.
hide and seek.
I didn't know that hide and seek was like a national sport where you have played for Maharashtra versus Punjab or something like that. I mean, this is amazing. I always thought like baddie, tennis, and amazing. Very probable, I'm sure, but was he well mannered, a nice guy?
Yes, he showed lots of respect. However, there was one incident.
Nice. What was the incident? Go on.
We once organized a school fun fair, and he was in charge of the event. He collected 30,000 rupees from the faculty and the parents. And we never heard from him again. He just disappeared.
Yes, he does that a lot. So now with all these controversies and accusations, what do you feel about his local standing in the Mumbai cruise drug case?
No, it can't be him.
Why?
He was known to be seasick. He never attended any class picnics to Elephanta Caves, although he did used to collect the money for the trip from the parents, I think.
And then disappear. Yeah. For the modus operandi, we got that. What is he doing in these pictures with Aryan Khan? Just look at that.
It's just a question of wrong place, wrong time.
For KP Gosavi.
No, for the youngsters, Aryan Khan and others.
Okay, let me just come out and say it. Is this KP Gosavi a fraudster?
Yes, he seems to be, but that is not the question.
Then what is the question?
The question is, who is he defrauding?
What? Who?
The youngsters or the NCB? That is the question to be asked.
At the moment, they're trying to find out that question. That's the question they're asking. That question, and also, where is the money? If there is money, we don't know if there's money. I would never assume that there's money. But we are just saying that in case there's money, they're asking that question also, because that's the job. You may be in charge of drugs, but drugs is always about money also. It's not just drugs alone per se. The only place where money is not involved in the event is this show. This show is without money. We just do it out of love. We earn in love. Not even in love, in one clap, not even two claps. We'll take a break, then we'll come back. हमें मुश्किल से एक clap तो मिलता है कभी-कभी. Welcome back to the week that wasn't, where we break all kinds of stories before they're actually broken out there. For example, we know who will get bail and who won't. We'll tell you who's responsible, and we can point fingers in the right direction. And unlike some channels, we don't blame everything on our neighbor. And by neighbor, I mean China and Pakistan together, because it's one big neighbor. Okay, planning your Diwali break? Want to extend it by a couple of working days? Presenting, जी हाँ, पेश करते हैं SC, यानी के suspected COVID. All you have to do is call in saying you have a cough and a cold and you need to check for COVID. Thanks to Diwali break, you weren't able to get tested during those days, so go ahead and claim suspected COVID and enjoy a very long break. Take a look.
Boss, I have a suspected COVID. What? Don't come for 14 days? Thanks. Get well slowly also? Okay, sir. Okay.
You got that? The boss hates him so much, he said, get well slowly. This is the funniest moment on our show, when the boss looks at the employee and says, please take your time, don't come back fast. Yes. Which is what the NCB was saying about KP Gosavi, but I didn't say that. In my earpiece, that idiot, who's our director? Vijayakar said to say that. I didn't say that. I would never say, I would not presume or assume. Good news. Singapore is allowing Indians into Singapore. Slowly and surely, countries across the globe are allowing us back. For instance, Afghanistan. Not cool. Not a good example. China has passed a new land border law amidst the fight over land with India. The problem, of course, is basically geography. And by geography, I mean China's has a very different map against the one used by the rest of the world. We show one thing, they're showing another. It's just not correlating at all in any way. 575 prisoners broke out of a Nigerian prison early this week. The hunt is on. I say, forget trying to find 575 prisoners. It took us so long just to find one guy, KP Gosavi. Yeah. No, he would have reached Nigeria if he had a chance. It was just a question of wrong forest, wrong time. Hota hai kabhi. Because of GPS, you can track people, wherever they are. In the old days, it was impossible. You go into a jungle, you're lost. How do you think we invented Malabar Hill? Somebody went there and built buildings. It was a lovely jungle. Okay, after 7 people in Karnataka were found to be infected with the new AY4.2 COVID-19 variant, and just a thought here, can they stop giving complicated names to an already painful disease? Because now that's also painful to remember, and plus you get the disease. So stop it. Now, as we speak, there are reports that the Karnataka government is likely to impose fresh lockdown in the state and issue new COVID guidelines. Welcome back to COVID. After the break, as we say. All right, so let's go meet upright citizen and member of parliament, Yamya Mayana.
Why am here?
Yeah, to answer a few questions, sir.
Why am here?
Yeah, again to answer a few questions, sir. Just.
Idiot, why am here? Why am is here? Why am?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Sorry, I got confused. I thought you were okay. I thought it was your name. I'm sorry. Tell us about this lockdown.
It had to happen. It just had to happen.
So I guess it's a case of more cases.
No, we are a conservative government. We don't allow cases.
What do you mean you don't allow cases?
Yes. Handshake, okay. Hugging, okay, maybe on special occasions. If both parties are vaccinated, but no cases. No,
Don't make it worse. Don't ever do that again, please, sir. Oh, got it. Kisses, got it. So why a third lockdown? I'm still not getting it. Again, it makes the state look a little fascist if you do that. So
no, it is not the government's choice. It's the people who demand lockdown.
what are you saying? The people demanded this.
Yes, it is actually based on a PIL filed.
Very interesting. Who are the parties involved?
The participants,
And please tell us who they are.
the people of Karnataka,
Yes, and against?
against the rest of the people of Karnataka.
The people of Karnataka against the rest of the people of Karnataka. Really, things are happening in courts that we don't seem to know about. Can you push this point through and explain it properly?
The people of Karnataka are missing the lockdown atmosphere.
What does that mean?
Like no cars, no rickshaws, no cutting signals, driving wrong ways, highway jams, pedestrians causing accidents, VIPs causing roadblocks, honking, braking, screaming, shouting, everything.
Okay, all right. Yeah, okay. Oh, got that.
None of this was there during the lockdown. Instead, there was peace and quiet. It was only during lockdown that you could see that the Kaban Park was actually a park.
I can see your point. I can.
So the politicians are saying Bengaluru is a city which can be secured in 2 steps.
And those 2 steps would be
First, lockdown for a couple of weeks.
step 1 and step 2.
Whoever breaks the lockdown will be sent north to Delhi or west to Mumbai.
Right. Why Delhi and Mumbai specifically?
Those 2 cities cannot be saved. Have you seen them? They're crumbling.
Right. It's like a lost cause. I totally understand what you're saying. No point helping. Yeah, I got it. I told you don't have to push that point across. You've understood totally what you have to say. People watching, how many of you want the lockdown back so there are less people on the road and less noise? Make up your mind. 2 years he's abusing the government for lockdown. Now you want, this. It's driving me nuts. It's worse than marriage. Should we be together? Should we not? Every day. That's a personal thing. We'll discuss that offline. Let's move on now to a very sad story. Hollywood actor Alec Baldwin was in the news recently after he fired a prop gun, that's P-R-O-P, propertica gun, that accidentally killed a cinematographer and wounded the director on a film set in New Mexico, US last week. Now, how did that happen? Strangely, of course, small-time Bollywood film star Nasir Roy Abdullah was also on the set when the incident happened. Our own Desi actor was there. Joining us from the sets of Rust, which is the film, in New Mexico is Nasir Roy Abdullah himself. He's very busy. Talks are on for him playing the lead role now that Alec has stepped aside. Let's just find out. Nasir Abdullah, sir. What the hell are you doing?
I'm rehearsing. This is my big Hollywood break. I'm acting in the film, you know.
Really? That's great to know. What was your last acting assignment? Take us through some.
See, I've been very, very, very busy acting. Some great roles, some great performances.
Would that be films, web series, television, to name a few?
No, as a guest on English news channels.
That's just everybody. Like, what power is there? I mean, if you're not on the news channel, then you look like an idiot. So you are really acting in this Hollywood film, Rust.
Yes, they really wanted to cast an Indian actor this time, so they auditioned me so many times, just to make sure that I was Indian.
Wow, so they wanted to cast an Indian to play...
A Mexican.
Oh, right, okay. Will you please be careful with that gun in light of what has happened? I feel a little insensitive.
No, don't worry. You see, we Indian actors are far better with weapons than American actors.
What do you mean?
We're very careful when we are shooting with guns. We would never shoot a cameraman. Okay? Maybe the producer, but definitely not the cameraman.
Why shoot anybody?
True. Actually, no Indian actor would ever shoot another human being. Never. Maybe a deer, but never a human being. Never.
No, that wasn't necessary. Let's just stick to where we are. Tell us what is happening on the shoot right now. Has it come to a halt?
Yeah, it's become a big political thing now. Republicans versus Democrats.
There you go, worse than India. I told you, US, third world country, it's become Republicans versus Democrats. Go on.
And the gun lobby also.
What are they saying?
You know what Donald Trump said?
No, what did he say?
He's selling t-shirts which say, guns don't kill people. Alec Baldwin kills people. $27. Yeah.
Wow, and it's for the $27 price, I'm saying. Wow, that's just too high for me. But please go on.
But it's okay. The case will go to trial and there is nothing to fear.
What do you mean nothing to fear?
Yeah, unlike Bollywood, Hollywood has nothing to fear.
And why would that be?
Because Hollywood doesn't have Samir Wankere. Hey!
Right. But don't worry. We can send KP Gosavi. He always likes to help. For no apparent reason or connection. He can just go there and I'm sure he'll be able to help. So welcome him with both arms open and don't keep your gun ready. Yeah? That might cause some international incident. I don't want that on my career. I don't want to be involved in that kind of thing. Just want to quickly mention the elephant in the room no one is talking about, which is when they arrest people in India, they're still holding hands. You've got to stop holding hands. Use the handcuff. Use the rope. Ask him to hold his own hands. But don't hold his hand and go for a walk. घूमने फिरने के लिए नहीं आ गए हम लोग. So this is especially for Mr. Gosavi. If you do it again, don't hold hands and run around. Because we get all confused. Ring a roses हो रहा है or taking someone into prison or what? I mean, please. I know we are culturally different, but there are things that we should do which I think universally should be acceptable, and that is handcuffs. All Hindi films end like this and we don't know what happened to the handcuffs. So I want handcuffs. Handcuffs. Gosavi. Gosavi. Gosavi.
Sorry? एक गम्मत रहे.
Boss, what?
Chalo, let's take a selfie. Chal.
Do like Wasim Akram, na? Pakistani cricketers don't know left, right. He always goes.